Yeah, and I mean, we get here. Would I have preferred a cleaner board? Yes. Would I have preferred a club? Absolutely. Would I have preferred running king for the quads? Yep. Am I folding? Nope. And I mean, if this guy's taking it all from me. Hello, ladies and gents. How you doing? Guys, it is Tuesday. So I had a bit of a day off yesterday. Now back. Let's get back to the grind, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna check this one more time. I can also pop down here. I'm getting 4-bet by Joker Son, which I think has 8s as like a mix jam and like call here. So like let's just go for the jam this time. We take it down pre. I'm thrilled about that. Then back to this table, and looks like Muck did end up giving up on the river. Actually, yeah, he connected with the river jack as well, but my kicker was just higher. Perfect. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, 2 aces. Damacon over here goes for the raise. We're gonna 3-bet him up to 8. This is the guy I had my ace 4 against his what do you call it? His 7-6 offsuit, where he tried to bluff me. And alright, so he's going for the 4-bet without any sort of additional information on him. I think this is just a flat every time. And I mean, you know, kind of whatever flop, I'll take it. He starts off with small. We should probably have like the occasional raise. I think this is actually a texture where like my raises will get overcalled against quite a bit, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna make it like 32. And then with 106 in the middle with 67 remaining, I'll just I'll say I'm gonna ship the turn every time, yeah. And okay, so does he ever have, you know, queens or 10s or, I mean, something else that beats me on this board? Absolutely. Let's stick it in anyways. And he ends up having random king high that, well, gets there. That's an interesting interesting hand to 4-bet and then call the raise with on the flop. But I mean, I did tell you that raise gets overcalled against. Did I not tell you guys? Meanwhile, I have an ace-5 offsuit here, which is like the lowest kicker ace of spades we're gonna have, so I think this one's just gonna bet pretty much always. Then it's gonna follow up. This is very often just gonna be a triple. Nothing crazy here, at least not yet. And yeah, the river's just all in. We play aces with higher kickers here a little bit more passively, and like aces with pairs in different ways. I think the ace-5 just kind of goes for it basically every time. So just gonna ponder about it for a moment and then just click the all-in button. Good old triple pot all in. Oh, we're getting the sweat. Okay. All right, got the fold. And then, of course, we have the very friendly Merrick deciding to sit down and then, you know, not play with me. 2 aces on the button. Is this the 10? You're just timing out this hand? Is this how it's gonna go? Okay, he does go for the call. We actually get like a really crummy board. We're actually gonna check this back. Yeah, the board gets worse. I mean, but here's the lovely thing. So the board got a little bit worse, but we are still up against a very wide range because I did not put in any bets on the flop. Pure call on turn. Yes, I'm aware of the 4 straight. King on the river shouldn't really change much. I mean, sometimes he has just like random king high that's bluffing the turn that connects here. And you know, if that's the case, then, you know, it does change stuff. But I think this is just a call. It's a tougher spot if I'm holding something like 10s because I think like a lot of his bluffs are going to include like, you know, 10x or jack x or stuff like that. But like with the 2 aces, you just click call and, you know, shrug if he has me beat. And he does not. And see, a lot of bluffs coming from the 10s and the jacks. He does in fact have the jack high. I feel like I should small bet this. Also going for a 3-bet over here with ace king. This is the guy who sucked out on my aces with his king 7 suited. Okay, if he sucks out on this board, I will be impressed. Okay, so I already saw from like that other hand with the aces that he's super floaty. Let's just start off with this. I'll be kind of disappointed if he folds. But might want to do like a bet flop check turn, just really allow him to start taking stabs with, you know, with whatever he might have. My hand is amazing. My hand is absolutely worth going bet, bet, bet. It is insanely good, but I want to give him the opportunity to make some mistakes here. And when I have like the two clubs here, I have like every single other flush draw covered. It's important I really keep those in, so I'm just going to go for the check call here. I hate that. Still going to call river, but hate it. And if it goes check, check, I should just win like a whole bunch. Yeah, and I mean, we get here. Would I have preferred a cleaner board? Yes. Would I have preferred a club? Absolutely. Would I have preferred running king, king for the quads? Yep. Am I folding? Nope. And I mean, if this guy's taking it all from me, he's taking it all from me. I did have the flop set. Didn't matter what came. I mean, unless it, of course, it was a club. So that'll go for the fold, even though we're getting like reasonably good odds. Gonna go ahead and toss in the 3-bet here with queen jack. No, wing defense is joining over here too. Okay, so we'll probably have a game going, and that is I mean, that's an open-ender. Cool. I'm actually gonna start this one off with a half pot bet. You do this bit on the double broadways with flush draws. So I'm just gonna go for like the half here. I think just like going for an overbet jam on turn would be a little bit overkill. But when I do go like this, I do have to fold to a turn jam. So ideally we don't see that. And now we kind of have this interesting spot where like the 10 pairs, and I mean, I'm not going to have a lot of 10s that are double barreling like this. I think ace 10 is like a really good one though. So like we're going to have, you know, a bit. We're going to have a bit. But because flush draws missed and like a variety of other straight draws missed, and I have like no diamonds in hand, I think this is just like an auto bluff all in. Never expect him to fold like, you know, a good pair or anything here. We're just trying to get his air hands to fold, and things like bottom pair, things like his ace queen high, ace jack highs. Which when we do block those, that does kind of suck, but you can never have a hand that unblocks anything or everything. Meanwhile, what do we have over here? So Devil's actually leads into me on this low board. We're gonna go ahead and raise him. Is going to come along. Hitting the 10 is insanely good. And then he starts off with like another one of these. So I mean, we're just going to go for another value raise. You know, the first one might not have been a value raise. This one's going to be though. Sizing wise, like 18 is way too small. I don't know, just make it like 40 here. No, you know what? I'm going to go even bigger than that. Let's make it like 52. And now, so like if he was checking to me, my play would be to check back here, I think. I think just like jamming the river for value would be a bit of an overplay. So we're treating this as like a check, and I'm just gonna go for the $6 check back here. And he has the jack, which, you know, I mean, I guess gets there like that sometimes. So hope to see you guys there, guys. I'm going to be playing too. I'm going to put a bounty on my head. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, yeah, we're going to do it with no delay. So wing defense goes for the flat. I actually don't like this c-bet against a wing defense flat. This is a board that people defend on, you know, pretty often. So let's go for the check back, turn the straight, easy game. And then he goes for the mid bets. Yeah, just make it 10 here. Then he leads again. Let's raise him again. And he clicks call. I mean, I don't know what he had, but the straight does well. And actually here, let's see. Oh, he had aces. He's flattened me in the small blind with aces. And then min bet leading it. Okay. I mean, that is a way to play that hand. Seer, how you doing? Ace 10 hand, you hate having lazy blockers. What's lazy about that? Those solid blockers right there. If he bets on turn, like if he bets 1/3, then we're kind of indifferent here and we need to like roll for a defend. Otherwise, if he just goes for like a big bet, I think the 7s click fold. However, I'm just gonna pop us over here. He did go for an overbet, so I'm folding. Up against Don over here, the ace king is gonna jam. Oh. Don't you dare give it to him. Don't you dare. Thank you. Alright guys, that's a $1,000 pot. I feel like that one came out of nowhere. Also, just like a spot here, Pat actually limped the button this time. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with a check to him. I mean, I do have top 2, which is nice. Then I actually get big bet into. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just peel it. If he goes for something like a min bet or something like that there, like if he goes for any sort of small bet, I think we do check raise quite a bit, but no, this seems okay. And then, yeah, he just follows up and it's just another call. So the 3 pairs, which does mean, you know, if he is limping over pairs on the button, then, you know, he's gonna pull ahead. But yeah, this is just always call, call, call. I don't think we ever go for like any sort of check raise here. That would be weird. Fold literally never happens. And we do pick off a nice bluff. Going for like a double check call here with an ace jack versus just some half pot bets from Berga. Oh, okay. So I mean, it's not the cleanest spot. There's a possible flush, possible full house, possible quads. No possible royal flush because I have the jack of spades in my hand. And he goes pot and it's just a call. Ah, yes, the good old 6-3. So Pashu Pashu goes for the 3-bet. We can go ahead and mix like some 4-bets and some calls here. This is going to be a 4-bet. We're going to go to 19. Folds to jams, of course. And instead we flop a flush draw. These like queen low boards, these are not bad. Just start off with like a half pot bet here. He shouldn't really like shove this or anything, but if he does, then, you know, just call it off, run the cards. One concern here is, of course, you know, the pocket queens could be drawing nearly dead, and I think this is just going to be a bet. I mean, I'd rather have like 2 overcards here, but the fact that, you know, villain can have a decent amount of like pairs below queen means we're kind of doing okay here. Hold on one sec. Yeah, like this actually isn't that clean. I kind of hate it, but it is going in. We're up against the aces. We have outs. He had one of the outs. And none of the other ones come in. Well, actually, I mean, he has, we'll say he has, you know, a couple of our outs. If we're up against something like ace-queen there, then the king is actually live. Up against aces, it absolutely isn't. Get 3-bet, like versus 9, this is, I don't know, weird defend spot. Like, I do have this guy marked pretty tight. His 3-betting frequency almost certainly hasn't fully converged yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold to them. We're just going to play these jacks here. King, king, deuce, fine board for the 2 jacks. Great one for me in general. We're just going to start off with a lot of bets. Ace on the turn is kind of interesting. I think hands like queens and jacks actually fall into checks here, while we do want to have like a lot of other hands that just go for the small ones. And then so like when I go for a check here, this does allow Pashu Pashu to turn some of his underpairs into bluffs. This is kind of a funny river card because, okay, I'm no longer playing a pair of jacks. I'm now playing 2 aces, 2 kings, and a jack kicker, which is just like potentially the best hand. Like, how often is Pashu Pashu getting here with like pocket 10s, 9s, 8s? Potentially like even more pairs. And he goes for the small one. Okay, so here's the fun part. I mean, if he's bluffing, you know, I'm going to win a pot because I'm going to click a call here with the jack high. If he, you know, happens to be value betting, then I'm going to say I would have called bigger. All right, you got it, Pashu Pashu. Oh, no you don't. Oh, we're actually all in here. He called my all in with king 10. Remember when I said I'm not bluffing this guy? Well, I apparently decided to value jam my ace 5. What on earth? he called the all in for 200 bucks with king 10 offsuit. Just squeezed here at our 500 tail. This is literally my first hand. Go for the squeeze, and then we get this jack high board. I think with a hand like this, I'm happier going for bet than doing something tricky. I don't know if I know villain here. So let's start off with half pot and see where it takes us. He makes the raise. Up against raise, like if this is just like a random unknown guy, I should never shove this. And I mean, he's unknown to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and never shove. Also, never fold turns. Literally never. Could be an ace. Could be anything else scary. No, no, no. It's kind of a weird size. Yeah, I'm still going with the never raise. Okay, so like if I'm against a reg here, they're just like shipping it in. It's like half my stack. Shipping it in is the totally standard play. But like versus unknown, like when I go half and he just min raises me, his range is just going to be filled with so much random trash that I'm just looking. I want him to bluff that last 150. That's exactly what I want. Oh, hello, gorgeous. So we start off with the raise. Get 3-bet by bully over here. To 4-bet to, I guess we'll go like 19 here is a good size. Bully's actually like really aggressive with the 3-bets. Could do just like a heck of a lot of betting on this board. Half pot is super good, quarter pot is fine. Let's start off with half pot. And I mean, on a texture like this, if he has me beat, he's gonna win a bunch of money. Oh, that's a fun one. I don't actually want to go all in here. Let's do like the cheeky line here and just go like a quarter pot. Even though it's like it's 65 into 79, like this king is just like really amazing for my 4-bet range. So let's just kind of do that. And then we put it all in on every single river. 10, sure. It's 45 into 119. Yeah, all right, aces v aces. Nice hand, bully. Toss in a raise here with a queen jack. It's actually a bit of a small 3-bet. Could have sized it like an extra big blind or two. Mucha goes for the 4-bet. I mean, I guess this is just kind of like mixed territory with something like a queen jack. Got like a high-ish roll, so we go ahead and see the flop, and then all right, money's just going in on the flop. We're just gonna run the cards. I assume he's c-betting this with any 2, and like when he takes a size like that, I don't think there's anything to do other than just ship it. Had he taken a size like $6 here, which is completely reasonable, there might be room for me to go for some sort of a smaller raise as well. All in. Mucha doesn't like folding to me, so I'm less enthusiastic about this one than I am a lot of other spots. But I mean, it's also just combo draw, and I should have some fold equity, just a little bit. Maybe he's thinking about it. Oh, why are you thinking about that? That's an auto call. That was weird. All right, well the combo draw swings and misses, which is unfortunate. We can pop over here. We got 2 jacks. We're 3-betting these 2. This guy is, he seems to be like loosening up as my sample gets bigger, but I mean, he's still quite tight. So we'll go ahead and take this. Could have made it like 14 here because we're a little bit deeper. I don't think it matters too much. And at this stack depth, we never get it all in pre with jacks. 10 high board. 10 high board, cool. Just seems like a nice big bet spot, honestly. Like we go big bet and check on this type of texture. Get snap called. Why are you snap calling, dude? Like what is your rush? I mean, it seems like a bet spot. And just like kind of another bigger one here. If he jams turn, I'm pretty sure this is just a fold on my part. And that actually would be quite gross. Yeah, take it down. And I mean, if it's your thing, I did just mention the Discord server. We got that as well. And then guys, tomorrow, in roughly 20 hours, we have a $500 community free roll just for you viewers. I mean, I'm going to play it too. I'm going to put a bounty on my head. We're going to do no delay stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central, 7 p.m. GMT, I believe. Let's just go big bet here. $500 up for grabs, guys, and all the details for that are both on a YouTube community post, so you can find that on my YouTube page, or as an event in Discord. So I'm gonna mix like some overbets and some non-overbets here. I think with these aces, I'm just gonna go for like the non-overbet line. I think this is just fine. And we're gonna be tripling a lot. Oh, T. Luther thinking about something. He goes for a raise, bit of a small raise. He does seem like very splashy and aggressive over a small sample of hands. I'm not going to fold this, but I mean, this is a bit annoying. Is there ever a world in which I just shove here? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we just go for the call. That's also like part of the equation, right? So like when I go for the smaller bet size on turn, he's going to raise me more frequently. If I had gone for the overbet on turn and he raises me anyways, that's a little bit more disgusting. And this will just be a call against River Jam. And actually, okay, hold on here. Rather than sitting up Big B, let's sit up next hand. Guys, this is the last hand. Last hand of the stream. If he shoves, I call. If he checks to me against a random guy, I think I'm going to shove for value. All right, there we go. Do we end it on a high note? Do we end it on the low note? He did take quite a while. To think about that River Jam. I mean, you guys already know I've made my decision. Click and call. It's a bit of an overbet. 72.40 into 55.70. Here we go. That is a 5-3, and it is no good, sir. There we go. Last hand of the session wins a stack. Right, so guys, I'll pull up results here. Does that look good? That look reasonable there? All right, guys, played 1,651 hands. Did end up losing $299.51. At one point, we were down a little bit over 900. Certainly not the best day, certainly not the worst. A lot of, hold on, what's, ew, 1-1 saw flop 45 all in average. Yeah, we're just bleeding money today, and it's not necessarily my fault, you know? Sometimes you get a good hand, sometimes somebody else gets a better hand. We made some money at 500 an L, which is awesome. Lost a little at 200, made a little at 200 fast fold, and then lost 4 buy-ins actually at the 100 game. Anyways, guys, yeah, rough day. Let's do better. I was gonna say let's do better tomorrow, but tomorrow is free roll day. Let's do better Thursday. Hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for me.